Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute dogs. Happy Wacky Wednesday. If you just found us and we're not live, go ahead and skip to the end for the free collective message. Or do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who comes by, gets a reading, maybe doesn't get a reading, maybe finds us when we're not live. We're doing free live tarot for the first 15 minutes. It's yes or no tarot. I guess I should put that in the title. Oops. As well as paid in-depth readings, general readings. You can get the $5 taco box, which is $5, 3 questions. Also, you get to have 10 minutes with me, get 5+ cards in a spirit singing bowl to help clear your energy. I'm okay. How have you been? Welcome to the Chammy. I'm just going to go ahead and put some things in the chat for anybody who might be new, anybody who might need to be reminded. So the questions tonight are yes or no, or you can ask a general question and get a freaky, creepy fortune-telling card. I can help you with love, career, money, protection, soulmate, twin flame union, twin flame journey, twin flame reunion. Help you get your ex back if that's something that you want. Help you make your wishes come true. So you want to ask a question in that general area of your lives, you can get a free creepy fortune-telling card. Also, there's a couple other things. No timings, no health, no legal, financial, no pregnancy exam pass questions, no pre-K, 12 to 12K university, no interview success questions. Please don't ask me if your lover or partner is cheating. That is your business, and for you to be asking your partner, not me. So please just don't do it. I'll give you one chance to break that rule. And then 2 more chances. If you break more, I have to, get the cat of 9 tails. You quit without question. Interesting. So you would have quit without question for a reason. So you must be comfortable enough to either not care, or you had another job to go to, or you had something else to put food on the table or something. So you left for a reason, but why would you want to go back when you left? Because, you just left without a word. Why would you do that? And then wonder if they want you back? I mean, what's up with that? It's just strange to me personally. Usually when I tell a job to take this job and shove it, I mean it, even if I don't say it. Spirit does G's old boss want them back without, they quit without question. So it's good to see you, by the way. I hope you're doing well. No, in this 10 of Swords, Spirit saying, no, this isn't good for you. The energy behind it is the, the King of Swords. So Spirit's telling you to stay in your energy that serves you in this King of Swords, where you are mentally wealthy and focused on what's serving you. You obviously left your old boss without question because there just was something not right and you knew it. Okay. Well, you could always ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to say I made a mistake. I really like to know if you would reconsider me, think about it. It does not hurt to ask. It's not embarrassing. It's not groveling. Okay, it's not begging. It's not being desperate. It's just something like, hey, I realized I liked this job. I apologize for quitting. Do you think you could, I'm going through some things. Do you think you could reconsider? I made a mistake. Or what could I do to get my job back? I made a mistake. Okay? Never be afraid to say I made a mistake. Okay? We're human and we're designed to make errors too. It's only natural. From our errors and imperfection comes, the craftsmanship and the work we do in our lives. Hey, live in La Vida, Laura. It's nice to see you, dear. How are you, sweetheart? Keep smelling something gross and funny in my house. It smells like burning rubber. I do not like it at all. Hungry. Am I hungry? Yeah, a little bit. I decided to eat a cherry pie hard cider for dinner instead. Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing down there. I'm driving around in a moving truck. It smells like so bad. The fumes coming from that apartment downstairs. If it doesn't smell like a dirty gym, it smells like burning rubber. If it doesn't smell like burning rubber, it smells like skunkweed. It doesn't smell like skunkweed. It smells like steak. God help me. Sorry, I just have to complain a little because someone asked me how I was doing. But other than all that bullshit, I'm great. I do need to get a little bit more rest, okay? Like, I got 3 hours of sleep and probably worked the last 24 hours straight. What are they doing in there? Being narcissists? Sociopathic felonies? I don't know. I love you too. So I got her this stuff called Plaque Off today. Plaque on, plaque off. The placker. Get plaque off. So get the plaque off your dog's teeth. So it's supposedly made out of sea kelp. I opened the bottle and it smelled just like the beach when I was a kid. So I had to taste it first just to make sure that it wasn't too bad. It tastes just like potato chips. No wonder Ruby loves it. Rooney was like, yes, and so was Gypsy. Hey, Sophie, how are you? Oh, Sophie, I'm sorry that people are talking shit to you. Please stop talking to these people who are talking shit to you so that you can change your life around and turn your life around and get what you want from him. Please. Please. Please stop. Just stop doing that to yourself. I don't care what any tarot card reader tells you. Maybe it's not right now. Okay, maybe they're right about it not being right now or that day or that very moment when you got the reading, but I'm never going to lie to you and tell you you can't have it. Okay? I just won't do that to you because you can. You already have it. It wouldn't be good for you if you didn't desire it. Okay? I know some people would be like, well, I used to like to smoke drugs and do drugs and they weren't good for me. And sometimes I still want them. It's not the same. Okay? It's not the same. It's like eating cheese. Hey, Liz, welcome back to the channel. Nobody wants to stop eating cheese. Okay? But but once you realize what cheese is, and once you realize what cheese does and where it comes from and the suffering, yeah, okay, that's cheese. I mean, chess is wonderful, but it's an addiction. It's the world's number one opiate. It's more addictive than heroin or any cigarette. because it is an opiate. And our bodies were never meant to drink it. It's literally the breast milk of another animal for its baby. Okay? You want to eat cheese? Go find some human breast milk. Or something vegan, you know? Maybe you'll have a different experience and you won't be so addicted. But it's like cheese. Is like alcohol, is like, you know, whereas what you're talking about and what we're talking about here with your desire, Sophie, is very different. You wouldn't desire something like this if it wasn't for you. Okay, we can desire cheese, which is not for us. It was never meant for us. Let's all have a little cheese with our wine. Dogs do need something for their teeth, man, because their teeth can get really bad. Like, I can brush her teeth and brush her teeth. I just don't want to have to take her to I just want to have to take her to a dentist when I know I can, you know, there's nothing wrong with her teeth. She just has a little plaque on her teeth. Have you ever tried the plaque off on your dog, Live in La Vida Laura? Have you guys seen Live in La Vida Laura's dog? It's beautiful. Stella's beautiful. Yeah, no cat milk for me. I don't think I was breastfed either. Oh my God, I know, right? It's so addictive. I love it on everything. What's everybody's favorite cheese in the chat? I'm curious. What's your favorite cheese in the chat? Mine is Swiss. I know, right? Or halloumi, which is a Greek Cypriot cheese that comes from sheep. Sharp cheddar, yeah. What about extra sharp? That shit's tangy, and stinky. Hey, Divine Empress, sorry. Welcome back to the Chammy. We're just talking about cheese. My favorite is Swiss. Live in La Vida Laura's favorite cheese is sharp cheddar. What's your favorite cheese, Divine Impresari? You're an extra sharp cheddar girl too? I like Colby Jack. That's my second favorite. So I like halloumi, Swiss, Colby Jack. And provolone is really good. And mozzarella is really good too. Smoked, they're amazing. But I'm trying so hard, like over the last decade, to like stay away from smoked anything. Yeah, me too. I usually keep multiple cheeses in the fridge, even when I was vegan, because the guys like the cheese, you know, they love it. And I'm not going to take their cheese away from them. Yeah, provolone is good. So I like that. I like that American club sandwich they have at Jason's Deli. It's on a buttery croissant. It's got the alfalfa sprouts. It's got the mayo. It's got the turkey and chicken deli slices with the Swiss cheese, the avocado slices, the tomato, and the extra slice of bacon. If y'all get a chance to go get that sandwich or make it. It is a very good sandwich. Pepper jack's not too bad too. I haven't had any pepper jack in a long time. Because if I can't, I'm trying to be really careful about not eating the things that my roommate can't eat. He can't eat anything. So if I bring pepper jack into the house, he's just going to swell up like the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka. And I don't want to see him go through that. Pigpen, the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka. It's really what the black pepper allergy does to my roommate. I feel really bad for him. What's my favorite dressing? I haven't had it in 7 years. It's blue cheese. Just give me a bottle of blue cheese and a straw, please. Let's have a blue cheese smoothie. Yes, it said bacon. What ham do I recommend for sandwiches? Well, I don't eat ham, but I would definitely recommend honey baked ham. If you can get the ham from the honey baked ham, I'm gonna have convulsions thinking about it. I haven't had that in like almost a decade. But if you're gonna eat ham, you know, it's gonna be a lot safer for you if it's cut from the deli. And it's gonna be a lot safer for you if it doesn't have any nitrates or sulfates in it. It's gonna be a lot safer for you if it's not smoked. You'll have a happier colon, I promise. Starting blue cheese. So many people, Laura, tell me, when I see your name, I get hungry. I'm like, oh, good. Better be eating good food. But yeah, I like blue cheese salad dressing. I've been walking by a bottle of that at the store the last couple days, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Cottage cheese is the worst. I don't know. It's pretty good with peaches in it. It's pretty good with pineapples in it. It's pretty good with blueberries in it. Not a lot, though. I also like cottage cheese with salt and pepper on it. And then I like to dip them in Zesta crackers. Like, I'm really snicular about my saltines. They've got to be Zesta saltines from the Keebler Elves. Brie is pretty good, yeah. I like it when I can find a brie that you can put on a cracker. I like Greek yogurt too. Greek yogurt and sour cream are really just the same thing, you guys. So don't get reeled into thinking that those labeled Greek yogurts on the counter on shelves are any different than the cheap sour cream over there in the sour cream bin, okay? Just giving you some real Greek info here. The real scoop on Greek yogurt from a Greek, an ancient Greek. We're also in a modern advanced society where people think I'm white. It's hilarious. Every time I go to the hospital or a doctor or I'm filling out a survey or paperwork, I get 3 choices. Oh, no, 4. I get white, I get African American, I get Latino. And then that little side hustle that's like, what kind of Latino? Are you like from Mexico, South America, or are you from Spain? And then the other box with a little line. I always have to check the other box and put Greek. Because if my blood work goes to the wrong person, I could get misdiagnosed with lots of things like I have in the past that I don't even have. You put blueberry and cherries and chocolate cones on your Greek yogurt. That sounds really good. I like to put honey. Clover honey, a little bit of nutmeg, cinnamon. Yeah, it just depends on what feta. The feta cheese is, it can be good if you make sure to get a brand that's not too stinky. There are some brands that aren't too stinky or too tangy. And usually the less stinkier or less tangier fetas, are going to be the ones that are, they've got less, like they're reduced fat ones. It's like the feta, the saltier and stinkier it is, and the fatter it is, the stinkier it is. Oh yeah, strawberry stuff period. Yeah, strawberry is really good. I inebriated myself on a bottle of Bailey's strawberry and cream. I'd never had Bailey's before. My best friend in England was like, I'm having a Bailey's for Christmas. And I'm like, what's a Bailey's? So she's like, Bailey's Irish cream. So I went down to Cherry's liquor store and I was looking at it and I saw they had a strawberries and cream. So I just went for that one. It was pretty good. It was rather erotic. I like the shaved Parmesan cheese on spaghetti. That's pretty good. Trix yogurt. I've never heard of Trix yogurt. I had my first coconut macaroon yesterday. Can you believe it? Oh God, I miss mac and cheese. I really do. I can have a choice. Do I want macaroni and cheese once a month, or do I want fettuccine Alfredo? It's such a hard decision. And then most of the time I'm like, neither. You're just gonna have some cheese. I bought some rotini. I bought some gluten-free rotini, and I saw this cute little jar that had my grandfather's last name on it, Genovese pesto, creamy Genovese pesto. I was like, oh. So they're putting us in a bottle now. So I picked some of that up, and it was pretty good. I don't know. I don't mind a bloody meat. If I'm going to eat a steak, I certainly don't want to eat one that's overcooked or well done. And I'm going to want to eat like the best cut of it, because I haven't eaten. I mean, think about it. You grow up, you eat mostly vegetables, then you eat steak, right? Because it becomes normalized in your life. And then you stop eating steak for so long. It really does change. I think it does change the body a lot. Oh yeah, the bloodier the better. I'm kidding. I mean, just because I like it bloody doesn't mean you have to eat it bloody. Just a little bloody. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm just trying to go back to Halloween. God, I was in the chip aisle yesterday, and I was like, oh gosh, do I want pretzels or do I want chips? Do I want pretzels or do I want popcorn? Because I had a couple of extra dollars to like get a snack, like a midnight snack kind of thing. And I got blue corn chips. They were like $1.99 a bag, and then there was a mild sausage jar there for another $1.99. I'm like, score. I haven't had this in like 10 years. So I was like, why not? Just this one time. Usually I'm like eating pretzels. I really like pretzels. I'm a pretzel popcorn kind of girl. Yes, extra butter on your popcorn is awesome. Just give me an extra buttery popcorn and a straw so I can drink that. Let's make an extra buttery popcorn smoothie. Scrambled. I've never had a prime dry aged steak. Is it like aged like fine wine and you can get high off of it or something? Like, oh, I have had a thing like my whole life for the little pretzel stick things. And they have these ones at the store up the street that are like a buttery flavored. They were really good. Over easy eggs. Yeah, I like sunny side up. The more raw, the better. My dad's like, here's the breakfast. I'm like, yummy, an egg. Then started eating eggs again. He gives me a rubbery egg. Reminiscent of those little rubbery eggs that you could play with as kids. When you'd get the, you know how they had those like, little play kitchens or whatever. They come with like play food. My roommate does weird stuff like that. He'll put mayonnaise on everything. What weird stuff do I put on food? Well, I don't even like my food touching. So if I'm having a meal, most people are like, well, how do you eat spaghetti without getting grossed out? But that's just different. Or people will be like, but that's ridiculous because it all goes in the same place and mixes in your stomach. But I'm telling you, I just don't like, I don't want to taste macaroni and cheese on my main course, you know? I want gravy on my mashed potatoes, not my salmon, if that makes any sense. I want hollandaise sauce on my asparagus, not on my salmon. You know what I mean? Like, I also like omelets. Like I like to make I like to make onion, tomato, and mushroom omelets, white mushroom omelets. And I'm really particular about the mushrooms. Like I'm just not one of these people that wipes them down and washes them. I like to peel that weird skin off the top and really clean them good because they're just basically fermented shit. I've been to Cheesecake Factory like once or maybe twice in my life, so I've never had their macaroni and cheese. I went for their curry once, which wasn't too bad, and a cheesecake. And Nick West and I went to Cheesecake Factory, which can't say that I was disappointed, but I would have rather gone to like a LA staple, like a place you can only eat in LA when you go to LA. Like Atlanta, you can only eat at like you can't eat. I don't think there's any crystals outside of Georgia anymore. You love pepper on anything? See, I love pepper on food too, and I have to be very careful because my roommate's allergic to it, and it's in everything. So like we can't order in food, and I have to be careful what I cook in the house. Oh, you have a crystals? Oh, awesome. Okay, so you do have crystals down there. You saw someone put salt on their pizza? Yeah, I've seen that. Salt, pepper, and different other flavorings. I don't think there's a crystals in that. Well, I mean, I went to Nashville last year, but I didn't realize in the last year that they put a crystals in. Are you sure it's not White Castle? I thought it was White Castle. Well, maybe they've put a crystals in Nashville, and yeah, it was White Castle. That's what I thought. White Castle needs to move over. Crystals is where it's at. I'm not sure I've ever had. I'm not sure I've ever had that. Yeah, broccoli is good in mac and cheese. Bojangles. I've had Bojangles before. It's not bad. I've never had Church's chicken. I've never had Popeye's chicken. And if I have, I didn't know. Yeah, I've never had it. Well, the thing is this, like I used to be addicted to chicken. Like chicken and fish, turtles. No one eats turtles here. And the only turtles I know of is a little record store that used to be called Turtles where I grew up. I don't think people eat turtles. Please tell me they don't eat turtles anymore. It's just some kind of place that you can eat at. You grew up most of your life on KFC. Um, I'll just say I'm happy they changed their gravy and added pot pies. Pot pies are like my weakness. You put me in it. Supernatural trance. Alligator turtle soup. Alligators and turtles. Yeah, I think it's like Harris Teeter. We used to have a Harris Teeter here. And they would serve that kind of meat. Oh, don't tell me that. I used to have a pet iguana. They actually had peacock meat at Harris Teeter once. Like, who eats a peacock? Some of these things that people eat, I just can't even. Mm-mm. So I'm making some new candles for y'all tonight. And hopefully you guys will enjoy them as much as I have enjoyed creating them. They are Valentine themed. Well, they will be up on Etsy soon. I am having a Valentine's Day sale at my Etsy shop that I'm going to be starting soon. So I'll be getting all the info out for that, guys, pretty soon here. The candles will be affordable. And I am so looking forward to making them. So everything you need to understand about the stuff I hand make, it's all made at a special cosmic time during the year. It has a special meaning and a special reasoning for putting the energy into what I'm putting it into. So like, you know, that money manifesting candle I made that's inspired by 10 of Pentacles. I made those during the 11/11 portal. When it's like supposed to be one of the best times to manifest in what you want in the new year, especially manifesting prosperity. So I made like 100 of them just for fun. If somebody buys them, great, they buy them. If nobody buys them, okay, I'll just melt them down and turn them into something else, you know? So now is a time to make some really good, powerful love spells for you guys. So I figured, you know, I want to keep doing my tarot inspired candles, but I hurt myself. I like overexerted myself and hurt myself painting them. Like, I know you're like, what how hard can it be to paint candles? But I got so addicted to it and the creativity of it. I've been in a cast like a couple weeks because of it. And I am working on those now. I figured, you know, I'll keep designing the special candle kits, the special manifestation kits every month. So look forward to those. There is going to be a sale in my Etsy shop pretty soon. And hopefully I'll be able to connect my Etsy shop to my YouTube soon so that when you guys are here at a live, you'll be able to see all the products that are across the board and be able to afford the time to actually see them right in front of you instead of having to click on a link and go to another website and blah, 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 blah. That's cute, Liz. It's really cute. So yeah, I'll give you all the information pretty soon here with the sale and the candles. You know, it's been a joy to like work on my apothecary stuff. Hey Pammy, how are you? Welcome back to the Chammy. I was in another window, guys. I'm back now though. How was your day, Pam? No, I just saw Pam Bear is here. I was in another window. I guess I didn't see it was you, honey. I was in another window. I kind of faded out when they started talking about cute little animals getting eaten. I mean, you guys, I can only take so much. So, whoa. So I kind of zoned out for a minute. I'm sorry. I apologize, and I'm fantastical. I like your new nickname, Pam. It's 6 on my end, dear. I only got 3 hours of sleep. I think my neighbors are smoking something that's keeping me up at night. It smelled like burning rubber earlier. It made me kind of sick. It made everybody kind of sick. But I am going to be, I don't know, drinking a lot of lavender and chamomile to try to get to sleep tonight. And maybe even having to open the windows because it's like everything from downstairs or upstairs just floods into our apartment now. I hear really hard rain. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I only had 3 hours of sleep. I worked like 2 days, 12 hours in a row, and I haven't really made enough income to sleep. So I've just been pumping out the side hustles. Yes and no questions are for the first 15 minutes only of the live. If you want a live free question, you've got to ask a question within my rules of reasoning. And you can only get a creepy, scary, freaky fortune-telling card. So, or you can get a $5 taco box. You can also get a general reading. Starts at $15, 15 plus cards. So pick your poison. PayPal, Cash App only tonight. No super chats for a while, guys. I'm going to have to tell you guys, if anyone comes in or, if there's somebody here that does super chats, no super chats for a little while because something's wrong with YouTube and AdSense. And I'm waiting for them to get back to me. So I have this money sitting there that all of y'all have, donated through YouTube. And it's just been sitting there since October. I guess they have their panties in the water about paying me. I don't know. So I had to take care of that again. My bank keeps removing my payment information from it, and as well as doing that with PayPal. It's so weird. Okay, good night, guys. Someone needs a reading. Wake me up. I'm calling. I need to wait. Maybe you just need to update Cash App, sweetheart. You have 2 Cash Apps? You can't figure it out? Call him, honey. I have no idea if other channels, if it's happening to other channels. I don't know. I know a lot of people are quitting YouTube who've been here for years, saying it's become too much like a 9-to-5 job, so they're quitting. I'm thinking to myself, wasn't that the point, to turn YouTube into a 9-to-5 job, 5 days a week, not be working for the man at Dunkin' Donuts 9 to 5? Hey, Kat, how are you? So the only free readings you can get tonight, the yes and no's, are the first 15 minutes only of the show. If you want to get a free reading, you have to ask a question within my rules of questions that can and can't be asked, and you can only get a freaky, creepy fortune-telling card, Cat. Or else you can get a $5 taco box. Get a $5 taco box, you get to ask 3 questions, you get 5 plus cards. No super chat, no super sticker, no super anything tonight. It's all closed. Even if you see the option, please don't do it. But yeah, if you want to get a free reading, yes or no, just come back tomorrow. Do any of you guys have the same issues of attracting men that either are your type but only want you sexually, and men that you have no attraction to that want something serious? This is what it's turned into, because so many people have, I feel, become sexually easy. I know that sounds old-fashioned or whatever, but guys expect you to give it up, okay? And for little to nothing. And, dating apps like Tinder are teaching them that that's okay young. And teaching women that that's okay young too. Which leads us all down the brick road of piss to, much unfortunate happiness the longer we get into the cycle of thinking and feeling and believing what society programs us to believe, that that's just the way it is now. Like, 50 years ago, you got pregnant by a guy, you had to marry him. That was how it was. Nowadays, you just go get yourself an abortion. Never tell him if you want to. So you see the difference of how people have changed and how we've changed as a society. Your self-respect, your virginity, your happiness, you should just give it all up because life isn't fair and that's just how it is. It's so bullshit. So keep your virginity if you have it. Give it to no one. If you want to kiss a guy, you want to make out with a guy, doesn't mean you have to fuck him. Same with you guys too. Just because you meet some girl that you're sexually attracted to doesn't mean that you have to have sex with them right away. Okay? Do you want to be a mistress or you want to be a wife? You want to be a simp or a husband? You decide. Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to change, Pam. A douchebag is a douchebag all the way around. And there can be female douchebags and there can be male douchebags. Yes, sweetheart cat, you can get a creepy card. What's your question, babe? The creepy, freaky, spooky, freaky, terrifying, absolutely mind-bending fortune-telling card. You can get that free. I decided to have a beer instead of dinner tonight. I don't see myself cooking. Look how tired I am from working. And I don't see anybody cooking for me, so. Okay, sure, babe. Let's do it now. Let's see what you need to know. Just for fun, we're gonna get our creepy fortune-telling fun. We're gonna get a creepy, deepy, spooky, wooky, terrifying fortune-telling card. Any messages for Kat that pop up, please, Spirit? Okay, number 10. We got I want to say this is the 3 of spades. Card number 1. So the pig, whether near or far, is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors, and all ambitions attained. So be more like the pig. Don't be more like eating the pig. Okay, because Spirit's saying that, this can be yours. It already is if you feel it naturally. And even if you don't feel it naturally, start being more like pig. Did you know that the pig and the rat are the two closest species to many, many, many parts of us and our body and the way we function? But it's the cat whose brain is more like ours emotionally. Isn't science interesting? Not that I condone animal testing, but there have been a lot of interesting tests that prove like manifestation, that prove certain scientific aspects of certain things about life. Oh, okay, right on. When I can afford some salmon, I'm definitely going to pick some up. That's my favorite. I love a good salmon steak. Oh, you're so welcome, Kat. Let me know if you need anything else. I'll be open for a little while longer for paid readings. Hey, Jeremy. How are you, sweetheart? Happy Wacky Wednesday. Right on. Oh, I'm going to be doing that soon, too. I worked all day, but I only got like 3 hours of sleep in like the last 24 whatever hours. Just overworking too much. But I have to, because, yeah. It will all pay off in the long run. What are these little emojis? Oh, it's a purple monkey. Okay. Money with a hammer. It's a purple monkey. Isn't that funny? Monkey with a hammer. It does look like coins. My eyes are all blurry. I should probably go to bed too. Although I know I won't. I know that I will just great babe. I know that I'll hang up the line here and then I'll just go right back to work. So I need to wind down myself, Jeremy. I was hoping there'd be more readings. It always helps me to relax more during readings. Yeah, maybe I should go to bed and just listen to this rain and let it put me to sleep. I'm most definitely excited to go to sleep too. Gonna work a little bit more on my Etsy, and I'm afraid if I go to bed too early, I will wake up too early because I'm one of those 3-hour tour kinds of persons that sleeps. Like, I'm trying to stay asleep longer than 3 hours. Come here, cutie pie. Come on, come here. Come here, baby. Come on. What are you girls doing on the floor? Come up on the couch. Come on. Come give me a kiss, kiss, kiss. Come on, Ruby. Come here, girl. Come on. Come here. What, you want me to pick you up off the floor? Really? No. Just say hug over instead. It's raining there too. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why I know it's a super moon, full moon in Cancer, Leo. That's why I'm making 100 love spells. That way, when people order them, they've got that cosmic energy from this full moon. This cosmic energy from this full moon is about not only love, but self-love. And we're only 3 weeks away from Valentine, so here's my Valentine. Gonna be my Valentine, yeah. So I encourage you guys to write somebody a love letter anonymously and send it to them. Oh God, I love talking milk too. So while I was healing from surgery on my ears to fix my ears so that I could hear when I was a little girl, that's what they would give me. They would give me chocolate milk in like a bottle, and I called it my ninny. And I went to kindergarten for the first time, and I took my ninny, and I was just so proud of my ninny. I had to have my ninny. And then when I saw the kids, nobody had a ninny, I was like, I don't want a ninny anymore. But sometimes I would like want a ninny still, and everybody in the house rebelled against making me a ninny. So I had to start learning to make ninny by myself, and that's where I started learning how to cook. Isn't that hilarious? I was like, well, if I can make myself a ninny, can I make myself an egg? So I went to make some scrambled eggs in the microwave. I'm just a little kid. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I got, you know how eggs they'll just get bigger and bigger, and they'll just grow in the microwave. Like, have you guys ever seen it? Microwave do that to scrambled eggs? So I was in love with this rock star from the time I was like, 10, 12. And I died in that car accident and came back a couple years ago. And I came back to life, and like Valentine's Day came by, and I was like, man, I've never ever gotten a Valentine, but I've also never given anybody a Valentine. So who do I want to give a Valentine to this year? So I thought I would just, do that little traditional thing that Valentine was all about, where it's like you write a love letter anonymously to somebody and you send it to them in the mail. Because I just thought it would be sweet. Like, I didn't want to pass up the chance in life to write to them, romantic poetry and send them an anonymous love letter. Because, I mean, what would come from it? They're never going to know who I am. And even if they did know who I was, would they really care how I felt? Probably not. What is a ninny? A ninny is like a baby's bottle that a baby drinks milk out of. That's what I called a ninny when I was little. Come here, precious. What are you doing on the floor? Dogs don't belong on the floor as cute as you. Gypsy, I wouldn't go over there if I were you. You want a treat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Come here. Come get a kissy treat. Yeah. I doubt it, Jeremy. What, cutie pie? But one could hope so. Hope, you know. I don't know. They're a lot older than me. Okay, a lot older. They're not married or anything like that, but they could be at any moment. But I don't care that they're a lot older. That age never bothered me. But I saw something in them after that I didn't like. Which, I think we can find things that we don't like about people we do love. We look past it, or we help them, correct the error of their ways to be a better version. But there was something about this person that I saw. They allow too many people to influence their actions. They're too worried about their self-image, and they're too worried about, instead of worrying about what they think about themselves, instead of worrying about their own self-image of themselves, they're too worried about being relevant, too worried about, and it's ridiculous when they're comfortable. It's like, you want to continue feeding the narcissism, even though you've been through therapy for it again and again and again. Especially when it's somebody who, despite being from where they're from, they don't really need to be where they're from and be serving the toxicity of it. Because the sad thing, Jeremy, is that unfortunately, they're missing out on somebody who could be the love of their life. And that's okay. Because sometimes rejection is protection. Paper goes over. Oh. Well, I know where he lives. We could go toilet paper his house. He'd probably find it amusing. I'm kidding. I would never do that to somebody's house. That's terrible. Rejection is redirection. It just made me see, this person can't think for themselves. I think I'm probably unable to be with someone who I don't think I can be with someone, Jeremy, who can't think of themselves and is not aware of their surroundings. I think it's important for us all to, even if we are in love with someone, even if we feel we're in love with someone, it's important to make sure that we aren't copping out just because we love them on the things that are showing up that we don't like, because they can be fixed. But it's too irrelevant for me to be like, I'm going to sit around and manifest fixing this. Just let it fix itself, if it gets fixed, it fixed. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it turns out awesome, awesome. If it doesn't, no skin on my back. I got to have an experience that was only meant to bring me joy, and it did. I didn't care about the outcome. I didn't care, what his reaction would have been. I didn't care if he never ever cared. All that mattered is that at least I didn't die, and I never got to tell him how I felt. Okay, at least I didn't die, and I was able to have a second chance and come back and experience something that I'd never experienced before, that I created, that made me feel good and still brings me joy to this day, even though it makes me want to cry. Because I did it. I made it happen. And there was no one to censor me, and there was nothing, about it that was, it was just pure and loving and honest and truthfulness and true authenticity from my own heart. Was your serial killer now? But, I am the great-granddaughter of Mob Boss Vito Genovese, and that can be a lot for some people, Jeremy. And I'm not ashamed to say it anymore. So like I make it an intention to tell people who I am, where I come from, what my background is, what my life has been like, what I've experienced, because that's all important stuff to me. No, just because you're the granddaughter of the person who started the mafia doesn't mean that you have ties. It's just a name and a bloodline. I mean, there isn't one Genovese left running. No real Genovese is running the Genovese family right now, or the mob, or things would be very different. But we all know who the real OG is. I got a DNA test because I was tired of the lies, and I didn't want anyone else to be able to call my mother a, lying bitch whore. And I didn't want to have this history book in my family that was fake, because my grandfather was trying to cover up who we were because he was embarrassed. So he made this big book of fake, stuff about our family that was never true. And I didn't appreciate it. Little did he know that one day DNA would be, a thing and that doesn't lie. So I got the test. People are like, don't you feel weird that they're going to own your DNA? Not really. I love Bob Ross too. That's my man. I'm always talking about my SB Bob. Have you guys seen Jack Black doing Bob Ross? So funny. I think I watched so much of him when I was a kid that it just became a thing to sit down and look at the nature and draw it. We should all do that sometime. Maybe we should go out to the graveyard, or I'll take the phone or something somewhere beautiful, and maybe we can all sketch together and then post our sketches online together. Or you guys can send them to me in email and I'll post them on the community board. But yeah, so Valentine's is coming. Write your love letters and send them anonymously if you've got the guts to. Say what you need to say, and they'll never know. I made here are some tips to your anonymous love letter. Do not write it in your hand. Okay, it was not traditional really to write it in hand, but you could. Wear gloves so they can't fingerprint you, because it's supposed to be anonymous in 2024. Don't put your return address on it. Yeah, there'll be a postmark to it, from the town you sent it from, but you could always just drive to the next town too and send it from there. Yeah. This live should really be called "How to Be Sneaky when Writing an Anonymous Love Letter," and good food to eat, minus monkeys and turtles. You're gonna sign yours. Oh. I'm so glad it rained. Rain is a wonderful sign of love and renewal. Look at this beautiful pumpkin. Jesus. Yeah, please don't eat turtles. No, I would never. I've never eaten turtle and I never will. Oh no. Shrimps are just the roaches of the ocean. I'll eat them. Crabs, lobsters, I've gotten off them. Salmon I'll eat, because when salmon just dies after it ejaculates. So what am I waiting for? I like I said, I like a really good salmon steak. Some people like beef steak. I like salmon steak. I know, what a life, Jeremy. Poor guy. I mean, he lives all his life swimming upstream to meet that special girl. He finally has that magical moment and then drops dead. It's so terrible. But look at the king of the jungle. He's not really the king of the jungle. Oh yeah, I'm such a nerd. Like, I've extensively, I've spent so much solitary time as a person with agoraphobia, recovering agoraphobia, that I just got curious. So, yeah, I got curious about salmons, and I was like, I'm gonna see what their life would be like in the wild. Is there anything I really have to be worried about? Animals are so interesting, though. I find them to be so interesting. Far more interesting than humans. Is that strange? I've never eaten turtle. I've never eaten swordfish. I've never had shark. I've never had certain other types of crustaceans. Like, I've never had crawfish. I never would put that in my mouth. It's bad enough I put raw oyster, just shucked right out of the river, in my mouth. That was the most awful moment of my life. You might as well as, yeah. You might as well as drink piss. How about that? Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that about octopus. I hadn't gotten that far yet. Yeah, I love animals. And I love plants too. I'm a little freaked out that science has discovered they feel like we do. They communicate like we do. The apple tree behind me and the juniper. I have an apple tree right there where you see the Christmas ball hanging right there. It's a baby apple tree. And that juniper can literally see me, and they know what color my hair is and my shirt. How weird is that? Clownfish are all born male, and the more dominant transforms into the female. Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say about lions. They call him the king of the jungle, but really he's just a simp. Like, he might as well just be. I mean, he's just a big old pussycat. It's her that's really the king of the jungle. She goes out, she hunts, she brings home the bacon. She forces him to mate, and if he doesn't mate enough, she'll snip his balls. And poor guy, she does him in. But he gets everything. He just lays around and it looks pretty. And she does it all. I think my Mars is in Leo. Watch your nuts. And your tits. Do your tits hang low? Do they wallow to and fro? Do your time in the night? Do your time in a boat? That made me cringe too. But it's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. I feel like, I know that men and women are the same species, but sometimes I feel like we're completely different species. I saw some beautiful birds that I'd never seen before on Instagram the other day. One that has this really long, beautiful tail that looks like a whip. And then a bird that has maroon cranberry colored hair like mine. And it's got these golden yellow icy eyes. They're beautiful. I have no idea. I'm still trying to find out what it's called. Oh, CJH. Hi, babe. I wasn't really taking super chats right now because there's a problem with my account that YouTube's trying to fix. I've got all these donations that they can't pay me, and I don't know why right now. But I'll do your reading, okay, sweetheart? I'll give you a $5 taco box. I'm pretty sure YouTube at some point will pay me that, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I should have put it up in the pinned comment, but I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Like, they got this money that people donate from Super Chat, Super Thanks since October when I got monetized, and they're having a problem putting it in my bank. I'm so upset about it. So what's going on, sweetheart? $5, 3 questions is the taco box. I appreciate the extra that you do donate because, you know, YouTube takes so much from me. I've had maybe like $300 donated since October, and YouTube's only wanting to give me 100 of it. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for them to take. I think they're taking a little bit too much, if you ask me. So go ahead and ask your 3 questions. Awesome. Congratulations. Has it been fun? Yeah, they probably don't want to pay me at all. Jeremy. They probably don't want to pay me at all. They just want all that money. It's not that much, but still, it's like, I think they take like, I could be wrong. They might take like 70% of each donation. Yeah. So if someone donates $2, think about it. Someone donates $20. I think it's like 70%. What's your financial situation going to be soon? Let's find out. Yeah, they get 70% of each donation y'all give me. So Spirit says, look, you're going to be getting this in order, whatever's going on with your financial situation. And there may be people around you that want to make sure you're financially secure. So get things in order. Start thinking about, you know, what can you do that's creative? What can you do that's different? What can you do that's unique to bring in that income? But Spirit's saying everything is in order for you to get financially stable in this Emperor card. Especially keeping your head above the clouds, finding the sense of humor in things, staying balanced. You know, excuse me, my notes said you try not to get too lost in the fucking, pardon my French. Your job here is to focus on your resilience and put things in order that you want, even if they're not showing up in your life. Okay, get ready now. Because what you want, what you desire is meant for you. You wouldn't desire it. Okay. What other questions do you have, Khalid? I could be wrong, but I think it's 70% of everything, Jeremy. I think they get a little bit less from the YPP. Okay, so I'm wrong. It's 30%. They take 30% from every super chat donation. It used to be 70%. Personally, I think it should be 30% overall, whatever you get paid that month, but they're literally taking the 30% out of every donation. Okay, second question, love life. Spirit, what does Khalid need to know about love life right now? Communication might not be so good right now with that, and this reversed Knight of Cups. Now, I feel like with that being the energy that popped out, what's going to be important in regards to this situation is thinking about what you're telling yourself about your love story, thinking about what you want to happen next. It's just like I was telling Jeremy. Okay, I wrote this, I died in this car accident. I came back. Next thing I know, it was Valentine's Day. I was like, well, I've never gotten a Valentine's Day card, but I certainly want to give one to someone. And I found this drawing of this guy, and I was like, who's this guy? It was obviously someone I'd been in love with for a long time, because I found all these paintings and drawings of him. So once I figured out who he was, it was so funny. I had Molly on the phone, like, who is this person? Google this picture. So we figured out who he was. And I was like, I better go ahead and write this person an anonymous. I just wanted to do the traditional Valentine thing, because I'd never done it before I died in the car accident. So I was like, I better write this love letter. And I sent it anonymously. And I would have always just, the old me before I died in the car accident wouldn't have had the balls to even say what I needed to say. So now it's like I'm thinking, Jeremy was saying some really sweet stuff about it, but at the same time, it's like I realized tonight maybe I've got some limiting beliefs about my own love life and my own love story. And I feel like that's what this, not to blah, blah, blah about your love life, but I feel like that's what this card is about tonight for you, this reversed Knight of Swords, because it's not that you're not passionate about what you want. It's that you might have a difficult time communicating it to yourself or others. Sarah Vega, I am in a paid reading. You can only get the free readings the first 15 minutes of every live, but you can still get a free card. You have to ask a question within my rules and regulations. And the only card that you can get as an answer is a creepy, freaky, scary fortune-telling card. I'm going to continue in regards to your love life in a moment, Khalid. And with your third question as well. So go ahead and get into my description and scroll down a little bit to see what I can help you with. Okay, I can help you with love, career, finance, twin flame, help you get your ex back, stuff like that. But if you could also please note that I don't do pregnancy exam, past questions, health, cheating, stuff like that. Okay, no timings, no wins. Not that I can't do any of that stuff, and if it does come up, I'll always let you guys know, okay? Don't worry about it. Well, yeah, and so because you're not a wordsmith, you're probably more of an actionsmith. It becomes difficult to communicate with what you want, even to yourself. So it's time to sit down, think about what are you telling yourself about the money, your financial situation, and your love life, so that you can start pointing out what you might be telling yourself consciously and subconsciously. I mean, look, Jeremy just said the sweetest shit about the anonymous letter I sent to this person. He's like, what if it turned out good? I'm thinking to myself, no, because it made me see that time in history made me see that that person's very influenced by swiping up, swiping left, and very, and even though they've had extensive treatment for their narcissism, and they are more worried about what other people think of them. Instead of their self-image and how they think and feel about themselves, they're more worried about how other people think and feel about them. They're more inclined to let people tell them what to do instead of be more like, no, I'm going to think for myself and be more aware of my surroundings and choose for myself instead of being like, oh, I gotta please my in crowd, how popular kids are at high school. Yeah, I noticed that, Khalib, that a lot of people are quitting. But here's the thing I don't understand. Why are they quitting? Like, one guy said, we're quitting because it's turning into a 9-to-5. My girlfriend and I have spent 10 years where work became, on YouTube, and where work had become more important. And I'm thinking to myself, wasn't that the point? For you to turn this platform into your 9-to-5 so that you're not dragging ass at Dunkin' Donuts or the gas station? Or selling shoes like Al Bundy? You know what I mean? And these are people who are making millions, who are like, I'm quitting because I'm working 9-to-5 every day to make millions. But you already have millions. Like, what are you doing? Are you living beyond your means? And you have to keep working like this? And you realized it, so you're stopping and you saved a little chump change and you're going to peace out? Or is it more like, you know how people will do a cliffhanger with a TV show, and, they might come back and they might not, but they knew if they came back, it would be so much more popular than it was when they quit or when they left or when they put the show on pause. Well, I also agree with you on that, being creative with an algorithm. About 10 years ago, when all this got really popular, it was about who's the most unique and creative out there. Not this mediocre shit that's going on now. Okay? Now anyone can have a faceless YouTube and use artificial intelligence to trick you into watching a video that really gives you no information and feels empty. Etsy has also gone from being a place where handmade, homemaker, people like me who are artists, who make things or have vintage stuff they want to sell. Now, I can't sell vintage anything. I can't sell anything homemade hardly, because so many people are making automated products, and they can just call it handmade because they're having a drop ship or make it for them. And it's just a business that's pretty much automated. So now I've learned that about Etsy, so I've realized I better start changing my titles. Also, listings. Don't renew your listings, guys. If you have an Etsy or an eBay or any of those e-commerce places to do your business, don't renew, repost. Make a new fresh post every time, or your shit will just get lost in there. Yeah, everyone wants to be Mr. Beast in the next political commentary channel or AI channel. Yeah. And like, I was being silly with the title of this, like, Pewdiepie who? Like, like, tomorrow will be Mr. Beast who? Because that's all that's popular. Tarot isn't even as popular as it used to be on YouTube. Yeah, I'm in a paid reading, Sir Vega. Thanks so much, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Of course, you're loved, Sir Vega. Like, Jeremy, I was in death doula school with him, with the person I sent the anonymous love letter to. And, I told somebody else how I felt about him, who was in the school with me. And you would have thought they turned me into the Wicked Witch of the West. Granted, I never told him I wrote the letter. I never told anybody except today I've told you guys. So, I turned my back on what didn't serve me. I turned my back on what I didn't like about all of that. And I just continue to keep serving the idea of what I saw that was special in that person, and try not to allow too much of the fucking to delete my interest or delete my feelings too much, because I've lived many, many lives with this person, and I will live many, many more lives with this person. You know, and just maybe if I decide not to buy into the haters bullshit, and I stay within the loving choices I've made for that person, and I respecting the idea of where he feels he should be, and respecting the idea of where I feel I should be, it'll all work out in the end the way it should, in a way that pleases me. Well, he orbits me all the time. I wouldn't put it past him to like make a username like that kid from The Shining, Danny, come up here and hang out with us one night. I'm sure he's done it before. You don't just stop orbiting somebody one day because somebody tells you to. Yeah, and what was interesting is that I felt all their hands, I don't know whose hands or what hands, push me back in. Many, many hands pushing me back in. It was dark and peaceful. The beginning of what was happening. I wasn't afraid. Wasn't freaked out. I wasn't scared. But I do remember feeling myself leave the body and then getting pushed back in. It was very weird. When I came back, my family had to show me who I was on YouTube so I could remember who I was. Thanks, YouTube. Had I not had the YouTube, I wouldn't have remembered my music, my songs, or who I was. I wouldn't have been able to relearn my music. And I got into the tarot because it was helping me with my memory. To memorize the cards, what they looked like, what they meant. Then taking it a whole nother step and studying it even more intensely with other professionals in the business. And then eventually getting certified. Well, it's so interesting, Jeremy. I mean, I literally had a tarot card reader tell me that this person was my twin flame, but I don't believe it. I don't believe I've ever felt that at all about this person. So I know at the time of the reading, she was probably just, maybe trying to get me to buy another reading. But, ever since I got that reading from Two of Cups, I felt like I needed to be careful with tarot card readers from there on out, because I started to believe that there was nobody that could tell me who my twin flame was. Soulmates, yes. I believe we can have many different kinds of soulmates, romantic ones and non-romantic ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to astral project. It's fun. Khalib, did you have a third question, sweetheart? And Sarah Vega, has anyone ever felt their spirit animal, or even if it's real? Oh, yeah. I have multiple spirit animals. It depends on what I'm going through and what day it is and what's happening in my life and what I'm doing spiritually. And here as well in the now. Sorry. Oh, somebody has this cup and it says MILF on it. It says, and it's got a frog on it. It says, "Man, I love frogs," instead of what people say MILF means. It's so funny. Someone sent it to me earlier. Okay, Spirit. Who in Khalib's life is here to help Khalid find their path. So you've got 6 of Cups. You've got the World. I feel like not only is it stating in the World card that the Divine Mother is here to help guide you, and Mother Nature, Earth herself, but also the people that you've had nostalgic moments with in your life. Loved ones, maybe ones from the past, ones you may find in the not too distant future. Let's see what else you need to know about that. Hey, Pammy, welcome back, sweetheart. Spirit saying in the 6 of Swords, in the Hermit card, you might be feeling, rather lonely in that path, but Spirit says stay calm. Might be feeling like an uphill battle, but sometimes, solitude can only make it better for you, because there isn't anybody else to have outside influence other than Spirit or your spirit guides in this situation. You're feeding your head instead of allowing others to feed your head, like what I just told Jeremy about that person I wrote that anonymous Valentine to. Who knows if they even got it? Who knows if anybody we write letters to gets them anymore. Thanks so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. And thanks so much for your donation, Khalib. I really appreciate it. So, Sri Vega, what was your question, dear? You said you had... so, Sri Vega, I'm not doing yes or no, sweetheart. Pick another question. I'm not doing yes or no's. But if you feel you're loved by them, then it is so. Because you wouldn't desire for them to love you if it wasn't meant for you. Okay, sweetheart? So let me just get you a random, freaky, creepy fortune-telling card, okay? Spirit, what does Sir Vega need to know? Sir Vega, what do they need to know? It's got the 9 of diamonds. I think this is the diamonds. There's the clubs. I don't know. At this point, I'm too tired to give a fudge. Number 39. The heart signifies great joy when near. So I feel like overall a lot of joy and abundance and joy is yours now. So rejoice in that, okay? All right, friends. It's pretty late. It's 11:30 at night. I'm going to do a free collective message for all of us. I'm closing the portal within the next 5 minutes. If anybody wants a paid reading, I'm taking PayPal. I'm taking Cash App. Both the cards were together. They did not flip straight up. So when a card doesn't flip straight up, I'm not the kind of reader that just picks up whatever card falls out of the deck. I only pick up the card that's upright. Okay? So when those 2 cards fell out of the deck, and I looked at them because they were both together, so it was not a message for you in that case. So I shuffled again and got the answer. I hope that YouTube does fix the super chat situation. I was a little bit disappointed that they asked me to fix it again. And then I had to get on chat with someone who couldn't even help me. And I have to wait for them to speak to someone else and wait for them to send me an email back to get paid. And it's ridiculous. I have been here for years, and I have been through a lot of shenanigans with them. At this point, I mean, like, how much more stupidity can I take? And where is the class action lawsuit so I can file for it? The mental anguish and the fucking of it all. It's too much. I remember a time when I could log into YouTube and post a video and get hundreds of views, if not thousands, because I was a creative content creator. Now, the algorithm doesn't even care about me. And apparently YouTube doesn't care enough about me to pay me. So why am I monetized? I don't know. But hopefully they'll fix it. And I found out also something else that I thought was interesting was there's that Jumping the Matrix video that I made, which I took all the ad rolls out of it. They only start at the beginning now. Wasn't thinking about that, but here's the video I'm talking about. I just didn't realize this, but I just found out that because of this video, that YouTube does not share more than 3 of your posts per day, even if someone has the bell button notification hit. And it was that video that told me that when I went to go look at the analytics of it. It literally told me that it never pushed it out to my audience because I had uploaded too much that day. And YouTube only pushes out notifications no more than 3 times a day. So it never got pushed out. So I'm wondering if have I stubbed my own virtual toe over posting? Because they tell you to do that. So I don't know. I'm going to try and fix it. That's why I've only been getting on once a day and creating more video content for you guys on the shorts and the other long form content. Because my channel, I used to get hundreds of views on shorts, hundreds and hundreds of views on long form content that was 5-10 minutes long, and hundreds of views on my lives. And then I had a short go viral, and it was just never the same. I had several shorts go viral. It just never went the same since. I got glitch after glitch, problem after problem, and now this thing with getting paid, super chat, super sticker, super thanks. Excuse me. It's okay. They'll work it out. I know they will. I even told them today about some more of my issues, and it seemed like they'd fix some stuff. So I was super thankful for that, because now I can write a comment in chat and pin it instead of not having the option at all to even look at you or who you are and the 3 little dots next to your names. So that was nice. That was nice to be able to have the pinned comment thing fixed. I told them that, I know that YouTube is inundated with channels that just nobody even uses anymore. But what YouTube really needs is to get new servers. Okay, I guess the branch fell off the tree. I'm gonna close the door. And I am gonna do a free collective message, and I'm gonna get on down the road. Spirit, what do we need to know tonight? I'm gonna do a free collective message now. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know tonight, Spirit, about tonight, not too distant future, the morning of Thursday? So I'm going to keep doing my lives. I'll probably be on even more tomorrow. Sorry I haven't been coming on 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times a day. But I'm trying to figure out other ways to keep food on the table. Because I'm trying to make some power moves in my life so we can be happier, my dad and I. I'm not saying we're not happy. It's just that My dad's 78. I'd like to help him make some dreams come true. He deserves that. At least just once. Oh, you just noticed my kitty ears. Thanks. I gotta fix them, but yeah, I just found them recently. They were packed. So we've got a 10 of swords. And we got a 9 of wands. Oh, Lordy. And we got a 9 of swords. Wow, what's going on, people? So tonight is a night for rest, for sure. We're getting cards like this. It's time to put our troubles to bed in this 10 of swords, this 9 of wands, and this 9 of swords. And let the people we trust and love and who choose us guide us in this 9 of wands, you know, to a place where, you know, we're not going to be staying up all night worrying about things. We need to talk more to people that we know choose us and love us about what's going on. And if we don't have anyone to talk to, seek help. Someone who will listen. Oh, hey, Sugar. If you want to get a paid reading, please get a paid reading. I would be more than happy to do one for you. I was telling the guys earlier that I was hoping that, you know, tonight would have been more readings, because when I do the readings, they help me relax more. But that's the free collective message for tonight. So take it with you. If there's been things that have been going on where, you know, turn to your family members. That's what that 9 of wands is about. When you got burdensome and it just feels too heavy and too weighed down by it, it's keeping you up at night, go to the loved ones that will help you. They'll be there for you. Are you there, Sugar? And I'm only doing Cash App and PayPal tonight because something's wrong with Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks. I'm not losing it or anything like that. It's just that something wrong with the account, and YouTube has to fix it. So it's like you guys pay me and they don't pay me. I wonder if you can turn it on and turn it off according to according to the features you have without having to get remonetized. You know, they don't have an instruction booklet. YouTube is a lot like an IKEA roadmap for building furniture, actually, in my opinion. You half asleep, Liz? It sounds fun. You wrote your love letter? Okay. So, Sugar, we've been talking about writing love letters. Anonymous love letters. Maybe I should put that in the title. Pewdiepie who? Anon love letters. Anon Valentine love letters. There we go. I changed the title. Pewdiepie who? Anon love letters. Anon Valentine love letters. Funny food stories and fun live free tarot. I know nothing about Pewdiepie. I'm probably not even saying his name right or her name. What up, Putty Cat? I have no idea. I Googled what's the most popular searched word on YouTube, and it was Pewdiepie. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put this in the title today for fun, just to be silly. I know, who is Pewdiepie? I'm probably murdering their name. That's probably their last name, and they're Indian or something. God, I sound like a noob, don't I? Sugar, are you getting a reading? I want you to get a reading. Oh, she left. Where'd she go? Oh, maybe she'll come back. But yeah, so that was what that's why I put Pewdiepie in the description tonight, because I just thought it was funny. Oh, you just paid for a reading. Okay, great. What are your questions, babe? What's going on? Any updates? His name is Felix. Oh, my best friend had a rat named Felix, and we had a full Catholic mass for it. I know what kind of people have full Catholic masses for animals. Just crazy ones like me.
You need to turn your heat. It's getting cold.
I need to turn my heat on. I'm not putting the heat on right now.
You really got fun over there.
Is she asleep? Oh my gosh, she did go over there and lay down.
Okay.
Sure, sweetheart, you can get an update on him. Sure. Oh my gosh, you met a new person. Wow. Let me go over to the other screen so I can get the whole spiel. The Schlemazel. The Love Tarot Incorporated. Can I get an update? Okay. Okay, let's find out right now if he thinks you're attractive. Yes, I got it, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm feeling the first of the month squeeze. But it's okay, because I'm going to have a Valentine's Day sale at my shop. Also, I've been working all day on a special magical mystery surprise for you guys to help you with your love lives. It's just the perfect moon and cosmic energy right now to make those kind of spiritual tools for people. So I pumped out 100 candles, and I'm going to be making some more and putting those up on Etsy for you guys soon. So, Spirit, what does she need to know about RA? Is he attracted to her? Yes. You've got this beautiful Knight of Pentacles and this beautiful Eight of Cups. It's a full moon showing that something has definitely shifted and taken movement in this situation where you've met this person. This could even be the one in this Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Your love life has shifted in this full moon. That's really powerful stuff. They are attracted to you and they hope to have an opportunity. They hope you might be someone who's not only financially secure, but emotionally. And even if you aren't, it's more important that you're emotionally secure to them in this Five of Pentacles and have all the 5 awesome things that people look for in each other. What is that? Resilience, strength, honesty, love, and trust. Okay? What are your other questions, sweetheart? Just to see what GP's thinking and feeling about you. Let's get into that right now. Yeah, your payment went through, sweetheart. Spirit, what does she need to know about GP's energy towards her? They're really trying to stay resilient in regards to you. They're trying to stay on their high horse about you. They're trying to stay positive in regards to their energy towards you. They do feel, once again, that somehow in this High Priestess card, they really feel like you're in control of the situation. Like you could probably go up to them and be like, hey, let's go out for a drink, or let's go out one night just to have fun, and they'd be up for it. You might not believe that, but that's what Spirit's saying. They love this spiritual energy about you. They feel it even no matter how far they are from you. And Spirit's saying, you still have an opportunity to create whatever it is you want their energy towards you to be. Create whatever it is you want them to feel about you and thinking about you by simply, let me give you the technique real quick, getting into their shoes. What does that mean? Just taking a few minutes to put yourself in those shoes where you're feeling and thinking exactly what you want them to be feeling and thinking for you, and transpiring and putting the antenna out. It's just that simple. Your thoughts and feelings, because you're attracted to him, because you like him. He likes you too. But once again, we always get this card. He feels stuck. Why does he feel so stuck? Is there some kind of distance between you guys that I'm forgetting about or something? Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. Don't worry. This is going to be here for you to watch through. Well, you've missed some things where, GP's energy towards you is like, he'd be happy to take you out and have a good time, but he feels stuck in his life. Okay, he does see you as this High Priestess. He does want an opportunity with you again, or in the not too distant future, but he feels very stuck in something. I'm not sure if it's distance. I'm not sure if it's life in general, just everything. Like, this person is not a happy bunny in this Eight of Swords. That's why you're not a happy bunny all the time in regards to thinking about them, because you're picking up their energy and it's going into your chi, into that where your life energy comes from, and it's dampening it. But as far as RA, this could be the one. He is very attracted to you. Your love life has ascended and changed in this full moon. The first card was the opportunity, emotional security, want to ask you out, hoping you might even have been attracted to them as well. This full moon, this Eight of Cups, showing the change of your connection with RA and how they're attracted to you, and how their attraction to you has changed the shift of your love life in this Eight of Cups and this Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card. No, this is RA right here. GP, once again, was, okay, so, they're very on their high horse about you in their feelings, staying firm and planted in and on their throne about their ideas of you, though it does show very easily, like you could probably ask them out and they'd go out with you. All right. But they do feel very stuck in that Eight of Swords. So his energy towards you is, he's, once again, It doesn't matter how much he wants or you want with him. You both feel stuck in this Eight of Swords. So I'm not sure what it is that's making you feel stuck. But Spirit's saying, gotta let it go. Gotta work through it. Yes, A. Kumara, you may donate, sweetheart. It's nice to see you, A. Kumara. I hope you're doing well. So GP would go out with you if you asked him out, okay? And they would really like to see you again, but they're feeling stuck. RA is attracted to you and would like to know if they're going to have an opportunity with you if you're feeling the same. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? Okay, great. Thank you so much, A. Kumari. I appreciate that. I'm just going to finish up Suga's reading. I know she's probably got a couple more questions. We're at 6 cards. And she got a $10 reading. You want me to ask the cards as Spirit saying to let go of GP? Nowhere did I say anything like that, or that was even in the cards. But that's interesting that you would come up with that feeling or that energy yourself, because I didn't pick up on that anywhere. Once again, you want to observe this. Is Spirit saying to let go of GP? I have a feeling that's your negative Nancy or the boogeyman. So we want to take what you just said, because Spirit would never tell you something that, like that's uncomfortable. And if they did, I would tell you. But nowhere did you get any let go cards, okay? Nowhere did you get any let go cards. Once again, they think they know what they want in this high priest. They're staying on their pedestal about it. Though, if they had enough, if you asked them out, or hey, let's go out and have a good time, if you made some kind of offering to get together, they would be more than happy to. But they still feel stuck in something in their life in regards to their energy with you or towards you. Yeah, I do career-related questions, A. Kumari. Let's see. It's okay, sweetheart. Sugar, what's the most important question to you about GP? Do you want to know if you should let him go? What is your inner compass telling you? Let's really explore this for a minute. Give me a moment, A. Kumari. Is there something inside of you? Was that spirit? Maybe that was Spirit's voice. Maybe it wasn't your negative Nancy. Maybe it wasn't your boogeyman. Maybe you actually heard Spirit's voice in your head for once and deciphered it yourself. Spirit told you the words instead of me. So do you want me to ask if he wants you to chase him, or do you want me to ask what does it mean that he's on his high horse about you, or do you want me to ask if you should let him go, or do you want me to ask all three? Because I can, and I will if you want me to. All you have to do, Spirit says, is just, stay on your high horse. Finding the sense of humor in things, enjoying life, staying resilient, keeping your head above the clouds with humor. Okay? Staying on fire and passionate in that tower to build the life and the story that you want and that you want to remember, that you want to live in this Queen of Wands and this Tower card. That's all you got to do, is believe. Yeah, I know how that feels, to feel really attracted to someone and you want them to pursue you. But have you done any pursuing? And what does pursuing look like to you? From your perspective in pursuing a man and chasing him. Goddesses don't chase. So don't chase. You don't have to chase a man or anybody to get what you want. It's already yours, and because you desire it, it's meant for you. It's not like cheese or pizza or junk food, okay? Like, we know junk food is not meant for us. We eat it anyways because it's like an addiction, okay? But this is different. Well, I never said anything about that either, okay? Never said anything about being interested just surface level. The message is literally like, this person would like to see you and hang out with you, but they feel stuck in something in their life. It could be the distance. That was the message. You would know more about what it is that your inner compass, because you know more about the situation, you know more of his circumstances, you know more of his limiting beliefs. You should be able to tap into that. 5 or 10 cards is really not a whole spectrum. I mean, there's so many things. You've never asked what his limiting beliefs or circumstances are, but this card always comes up. And I can tell you right now, he feels very stuck in whatever life he's living. He's not a happy bunny. So how can he make anyone else happy? Yeah, flaky, he's not happy. Wishy-washy, because he's not happy. Did you say something about Nevada? Oh yeah, he's in Nevada and I'm in California. It's not too far. Okay, Spirit, what is holding him back? What's making GP feel stuck? And what's making him feel held back? Because nowhere has, once again, Spirit said he's not interested. Nowhere has Spirit said you should give up on him or anything like that. Have you ever told him you're very attracted to him? I feel like you're afraid to say what you need to say because you're afraid you're going to lose him or lose a chance to have with him. But you need to understand, the more that you get into that, the more you're giving him away to someone else. Okay. So he's going through a change in his life. Maybe a change with a relationship. Somebody, did he recently break up with somebody? He's looking for a new conquest. He's looking for a new love life. Like, he's looking for a new love story. The only thing holding him back is he's going through some major change right now. In the 2 of Wands. I would keep pursuing him. I would keep persisting. It's not chasing, asking someone how they are, even if you have light small talk. But you need to start telling them how you feel. That way you can express. You can't be afraid. Okay, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay. We just talked about writing anonymous love letters and how Valentine's Day started. And people would write each other, anonymous love letters. The tradition was you write a love letter to somebody and send it anonymously. Maybe that's your homework today. You ever thought about doing that? Might help you get it out. He might even realize it's you, and it might move him to express himself. When I died in that car accident and I came back, I realized, well, no one's ever given me a Valentine, but I'm not going to keep that. I'm not going to let that keep me from giving someone a Valentine. So I had fun and looked up all the cool things about Valentine's that, was all about love and the history of it. And, nobody does it as romantic as it used to be, I swear. But it was a nice, short, sweet, romantic love letter. I would have to say that maybe the paper was no more than like 4 sheets of paper about this size. This is an iPhone 8. The paper is cards about the size of an iPhone a small one, not a pro, a big one. It was 4 pages, and I didn't use my handwriting. I only used my handwriting on the envelope. I typed the poem out on beautiful paper with cherubs and angels, and I sent it. Yeah, and the reason I said he looks like he wanted a new love story, but he's probably going through a breakup, is let me get these cards back out. Jesus, where did they go? One second. Can't be too far. So it was the 2 of Swords, meaning that he's on a crossroad in his life. There's something changing, really changing. Okay, this is like life changing that he's not happy about. All right. He could have gotten somebody pregnant, and he's not happy about it. They could also be trying to do an arranged marriage because he's not met anybody that they feel is good enough for him in this conquest. He wants to have that true love, but you know, he might be unhappy and feeling stuck because, you know, his parents are like, do the old-fashioned thing. Passion doesn't pay bills, and marrying someone you love, you'll never find him. You'll be lonely. You know, a man is his family, and that's all, and the money he made. You know what I mean? Like old-fashioned baby boomer Victorian bullshit. Pardon my French. You should write it all down on paper, get it all out. And then I like to come back to some things that I do like that, and then be like, what? Let's fix that. Or what? Now I don't really feel that way. I feel different today now that I've gotten all this out. I feel much better about it, or I've changed what I wanted. You know, it's a lot, like I said, it's a lot like an Amazon shopping spree. What do you want? What do you don't want? It's okay to save stuff for later, put it back, recreate it, create it. That's what the Jumping the Matrix video is all about. I changed the ad rolls so there's not so many ads. Hey, Kumari, are you there, dear? What are your questions? Let's go ahead and do your spirit bowl clearing. Because I'm at capacity now with the way I'm feeling, sugar. I'm feeling like I need to do a Kumari's reading and get some rest. I've been awake for 24 hours working, not just on the tarot, but like other things, trying to come up with some ideas to bring in some more income, because I'm trying to help my dad make some dreams come true for once in his life. So I've been really sleepy. I had like 3 hours of sleep in the last work day. Did I order a tortilla blanket? No, I haven't yet, sweetheart. But I will be sure to do that once I get some extra cash. The arranged marriage thing is interesting for sure. I'm only talking about this because I'm feeling it in my gut, and I have to follow that inner compass. He's either gotten someone pregnant, or they're pushing him to get married to someone he doesn't want to get married to, or just push him around about getting married instead of being in a relationship that he's not happy in. You really need to write your feelings out, okay? And if you need help writing a letter, let me know. You don't have to write a letter, but short, sweet, less is more, you know? But I would just keep going to the phone and leaving as many voice messages as you can that bring you joy, with whatever words you can find that bring you joy, and not worrying about the outcome, okay? Yeah, arranged marriage has been a cultural thing for the Greek Cypriots as well. You know, when I was a kid, I was like, I'm going to do everything that my yaya couldn't do, and then some. And I hope I haven't, you know, cursed myself, because I sure would like to meet somebody special and get married someday. Or just have like some normalcy in a relationship. It's like everyone I meet is like Pigpen, or, you know, in the mind, you know, in their feelings about life in general. And, you know, or there's just things that, you know, there's cultural differences, or, you know, I'm also the kind of person where I am not going to settle. I just am not going to settle for less than what I want. And I wish that being single could be normalized, and that it didn't mean that you were a slut or whore, that it could quite possibly mean that maybe you're a virgin and you just are different. You know? Okay, Kumar, let's see. Let me do a spirit clearing real quick for sugar. Yeah, being single is nothing to be ashamed of. And sending anonymous love letters are nothing to be ashamed of either. And writing ones that are not anonymous, nothing to be ashamed of. It's like society teaches us to be ashamed of our feelings and what we want. It's so weird. They should be making us feel ashamed about eating Pizza Hut. Okay, not loving each other. It's so weird. So keep me updated, Sugar. I'm here for you. I'm interested to see what you do, what your next step is with this. Just remember, RA is attracted to you. Okay, and that could be something special as well. Remember, you're with anyone and everyone you ever wanted to be with somewhere in a certain reality, that it does exist somewhere. Just you have to align with the one that you want the most. And you will always align with whatever you believe in the most that feels natural. Spirit, what does a Kamara need to know about the coworkers? Does the coworkers actually work hard in the workplace? From what a Kamari has seen, they are supposed to, but often they are going off, and it's making a Kamari wonder if a Kamari's had too strict of a viewpoint. So do your coworkers actually work hard in the workplace? Spirit says yes. Your coworkers feel they get what they give. So it could be hard work, and it could be no hard work, and all play. But they do feel that is a yes in the Six of Pentacles. They do feel that they are actually working hard in the workplace. What other questions do you have, Kumari? So if you are paranoid about getting in trouble, you're going to get in trouble even when you did nothing wrong. So quit thinking like that. Hey, Kamari, do you smoke marijuana? Because you might be smoking bad weed. Or you might need to switch from Delta 9 to CBD Delta 8. Or you might need to just start smoking weed. I'm not trying to be rude right now. Yes, I'm the one watching you through the window. Let me peek behind the curtain. Oh, sweetheart. It's going to be all right, I promise. I've been there, okay? I promise you. So, oh, wow. Nice. Very nice. I'm actually, that's what I've got right now in my CBD vape. I've got a Loopers, OG, hardcore OG. That's me. I typically like the live resin Delta 8 from No Cap Hemp. It's pretty good. I'm convinced it's Delta 9. Spirit, is someone watching a Kumari through the living room window, or are they being paranoid? Is someone watching a Kumari through the living room window? Well, wait a minute. I'm going to ask if someone alive is watching you through the window. Is someone alive who's alive watching a Kumari? Because you could have like 100 ghosts hanging out the window looking at you. So let's ask if somebody that's alive, okay? Spirit, is somebody that is alive? Is somebody alive watching a Kumari through? Yeah, they're watching you. In the strength card. They might even be looking for the courage and the strength to connect with you spiritually in the high priestess. They might even just want to hang out and get to know you a little better because they might be watching you, and be attracted to some vibe you have or something with this high priestess. These are two major arcana cards. These are not dangerous cards. These are not negative cards. These are not bad cards. Well, they may be looking for the strength and the courage to tell you. Oh my God. And there was a card between both of them, the Ace of Pentacles. They're looking for an opportunity with you. There's something about you that they really like. And I guess there it is. So, also about the hard work thing. Oh, excuse me. I've been awake. I only had 3 hours of sleep in the last day. Overworking too much. It's all gonna be worth it. So let's find out if it's your creepy neighbor. Is it the creepy neighbor, Spirit? Is it the creepy neighbor? There was nothing creepy about that. In fact, it could just be somebody that you would be very attracted to in this high priestess card. Okay, I think it's a female. Spirit, is the creepy neighbor? Spirit, is it the creepy neighbor? English, please. Spirit, let's be clear now. Is it the creepy neighbor? Is it the creepy neighbor? The moon live in my car. No. Spirit, is it the creepy neighbor? Spirit says, yeah, sometimes. In that page of wands. Yeah, I can give a man or a woman ideas. I mean, don't think that just because, we hear more about men raping women than women raping men. Women are very capable of holding down children and men to be raped, just like men are. So just be careful, okay? Put your clothes on. And if you want to run around naked, close your shades, babe. Nothing wrong with running around naked, but you gotta protect that privacy. People are strange, people are crazy, but look, nothing really negative in these cards, okay? When asking, who it could possibly be. You already have ghosts watching you, everything you're doing, so. Well, now you didn't ask Spirit if somebody can see through your shades, so relax, okay, because that was not the question. Someone's been looking in your windows. It's only going to be natural that they're looking in your windows when they're open. So let's stay right there in the now of things and what is the true authenticity of it. Okay. There's nobody standing outside your closed shades looking through it with x-ray vision. All right, that's not happening. Now, I don't know what kind of shades you have on, but when the light is on, if you have the kind of shades that do not protect your privacy, you might want to think about putting shears over your shades, okay? Are they friendly ghosts, Spirit? Are they friendly ghosts? Spirit says, yes, they are friendly, sweetheart, in this Knight of Pentacles. She could see through the shades. Yeah, you might need to be taking a little bit less THC8. Because it's not, well, they might have been paranoid before they took it, and they took the A to help with the paranoia and the anxiety. Oh, sweetheart. Well, I'm making some candles. If you need one, you can always buy one from me. I'm sorry that you're going through this situation, but let me get you some things to help you with your shades. Let me show you some stuff, all right? So here's some things that I use so that people can't see in, but I can see out in the daytime. You might want to consider shades like this. You can probably find them on Amazon. You could probably find them at the market. Pretty sure they're not this expensive on Amazon, but they're natural woven shades. Sometimes they're made out of wicker. Sometimes they're made out of bamboo. I'll put these up at the window. I hate how the call center keeps knocking me off because fucking assholes are stealing cable from me. And no one will do anything about it. So I'll put these up and put shears over them. And then when I have my shades open, gosh, let me get you a tiny URL. Hold on, babe. YouTube doesn't let me do more than 200 thingamajiggies, 200 characters. So this is just an example of the rattan woven shades that I'm talking about. These can be very private in the daytime and afternoon and early evening, especially with the shears over them. So I got these beautiful leopard print shears, and I'll get something that's kind of dark like that to put over as well, so that you can see out, but they can't really see in. And if that's not something that was appealing to you, this might be a little bit appealing. These are not only room darkening shades, but still, I mean, when they're open, people can still see in them. Whereas what I just showed you, the woven ones, and I'm not even going to give you those ones, that mini blinds and things like that, people can just see through them. Okay. But if you get the natural rattan woven wooden ones like that, or even get the bamboo ones, you can see out, but they can't see in. Now, when nighttime comes, of course, you're going to put your shades down. You're going to close your shears. You could even put the rattan shades over the mini blinds so that, you feel even more comfortable at night. If you want to have your shades open and sit in the dark or something like that. I used to live in this really tiny dump. I still live in a tiny dump, but this one's like a haunted, awesome dump. Although it's very dumpy. Maybe a little more dumpy than the dump, but then I don't know. It's dumpish. But when I lived in the dump, I had this problem where people would always hang out on my front porch because the office was right next to my apartment. And, all I had was that little room to sleep in with my family. And it was like I never had any privacy. So I used that kind of setup so that people would stop looking in my windows when they come by to go to the office. Yeah, I love bamboo shades. Oh, sweetheart, I don't know. It's somebody who's popular on YouTube, and I went earlier to look and see what's the most popular word on YouTube. The number one most popular word on YouTube is Pewdiepie. So I want Pewdiepie who? Khalid was here earlier telling us a little bit about Felix is his name. Thanks so much, Kamari, for your donation. I really appreciate it. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? I just put some things we've talked about tonight. I changed the title to Pewdiepie Who because we were joking about that. And then Anon, Valentine, love letters, funny food stories, and fun live free tarot, plus paid readings. That way if people want to come back, they'll remember. It'll be different. I don't know. Just trying different things, Okay, we can check that out. Okay. So we can always try to communicate with them right here anytime you've got time to hang out and check out the spirit box. They look like they might be loved ones. Spirit, who are these spirits that are hanging around, these ghosts that are around a Kumari? The energy is motherly energy, an Empress, and Page of Pentacles, which is a young energy. So maybe it could possibly be somebody who might be like a motherly energy that you knew or had a past life with. And their child or a good friend of theirs or a pet of theirs that might have passed away. Spirit's also saying it's somebody that you would wish to be around you in this 9 of Cups. Somebody who is otherworldly and knowledgeable and has wisdom in this World card. They seem to only really be looking out for your best interest. Sorry about that. Some cards fell down. I needed to pick them up. A spirit, what do they think of a Kumari? What do these ghosts think of a Kumari? And they do think. They can read. They can spell. They can think. They're telepathic. They're psychic. Okay? And these are all things that we've learned here. Ghost hunting on this channel. They think that you're in limbo. Maybe a little bit lost in life. They'd love nothing more than to guide you spiritually in this Lover's card. And what do they want to try to communicate with you? Love and trust and honesty. Make loving choices, loving decisions for yourself and others. Okay, water yourself. All right. You're in limbo, but you could also have a great epiphany from this limbo. Kind of like those people who hang in chains. They go and they hang in chains. I always said that the Hanged Man reminds me of Dave Navarro, the guitar player from Jane's Addiction. Because the Hanged Man reminds me of him because what he does is he goes and he hangs from chains when he's in limbo, when he's in his most pain, so that he can free himself and have the epiphany of why is he feeling this pain and how can he evolve to a better version of himself by having this spiritual experience, going from limbo to epiphany in this Hanged Man. Loving yourself, loving others, watering yourself in this Lover's card here, okay? Love. They want to communicate love with you, okay? They're absolutely some of your guides, yes. Nothing spooky, nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be weirded out by. Okay, you've got the Empress, like I said. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So this could be like a mother figure with a spirit animal, pet thing, or child that's with them. And then, of course, you know, Spirit's saying it's somebody you would wish to have around you, someone that's divine, like, you know, and otherworldly and wise in the World card. They see, you know, that you're in limbo and they just want to help. And what will help you is love, trust, honesty, ask, believe, receive. It doesn't have to be so difficult all the time, okay? Oh, you're so welcome. Keep me updated. I'm interested to see, you know, what transpires from your shades to your ghosts to you dealing with that paranoia. You can change it. You can get better. Try not to be too freaked out about people overworking or underworking. You just stay in your lane. Stay focused on you. Keep watering yourself. Don't worry about your coworkers. Stay focused on what you feel is right for you. Okay? Because wherever you go, there you are. You guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I haven't been doing a lot of lives because I'm trying to figure some stuff out. I'm also making some love spells for you for Valentine's Day. And just trying to, you know, work on things to make some power moves so I can help my dad make some dreams come true for once in his life. So I'm really looking forward to sharing all that with you, and I'm really looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. I also found out that YouTube is not pumping out more than 3 of my videos a day. So keep an eye out for me. If you see a notification come on, please like, please share, please comment, so the algorithm will come hang out and push my content out. It's really, really fun to be here and do these readings. I'm really appreciative of every donation and every free reading that comes by. The time that we spend together, the chat, the things we tell each other, the things that we learn from each other. And I feel like every time we get together, we just become better versions of ourselves. Just take a deep breath. Hold it in for a few moments. And just blow it all out. Inhale the good vibes and exhale the bad ones. But yeah, even people who have the all button on, they're not giving you all my notifications. So, you know, Pam, when we've sat here and you're like, man, I didn't even get a notification, and I have the all button, like the all button on, so I get all your notifications. I should have picked up on that myself, because there are several accounts that I follow, right? And I've got the all button on, and I'm not getting all their content past 3 videos a day. So I'll be back tomorrow. I might do my regular 5 times. I don't know. I've made a lot of content for the channel that either never got posted or I didn't finish because of one thing or another. But we're in a totally new year now, so none of that shit's going to get seen. But I'm going to definitely get some of the newer videos I made out for y'all. And I'll be debuting the new candle for February. I have been designing a spell kit candle, tarot inspired, but the new candles are a little bit different. You'll just be able to pop them open and light them up and watch them burn. In a pretty little, maybe it'll be a singing bowl. Maybe it'll be a spice jar. Maybe it'll be a jelly jar. I don't know. But I'm definitely having fun painting candles and making them. Even if I don't sell one, it's been a lot of fun to do that with my dad and create space in my home to create more things. Because, I went through the last couple months and got rid of my whole what the fuck room, part of my French. And guess I better do another free collective message, or actually, yeah, let's just do another free collective message. Spirit, what do we need to know about tonight in the not too distant future? Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon. What do we need to know the next 12 plus hours, Spirit? Don't sneak out on your creativity and your imagination today. Is a good day to manifest what you want in this Seven of Swords and this Page of Cups. Please be good to yourselves. The earlier collective message was all about, if there's something that's hurting you, if there's something that feels stabby, if there's just let it go. Replace all those feelings that don't serve you with something that does. And if it doesn't feel realistic, if it feels good, that's what counts, okay? Getting you in that state of mind where you feel happier and healthier, because that is your wealth. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't do anything I wouldn't do or would do without me. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you have a problem and you need it fixed and you don't know how to fix it, check out my Jumping the Matrix video. I took out the ad rolls in between, so you shouldn't have to go through the guided meditation with any ads. It should be right at the beginning. And please share, because this is the video that told me, that YouTube is not pumping out more than just 3 videos a my day. So please share, because it never really got the credit it felt like it deserved. So lives will be slowing down. So when I'm here, get your paid readings, because I won't always be doing frees as much as I have been. So yeah, because I want to create other content. I want to create content about the town I live in. I want to create content about music. I want to create content about magic. I want to create content about my art. And I guess I'm going to have to leave a couple of days open where I'm only doing 1 reading a day, which kind of makes me sad. But you know what? It'll grow the channel. And that only means room for more fun people and more fun times on the live. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be good to yourselves. Be good to your thoughts. I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be a jolly fun time. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Kalanita. Sweet dreams. Love and light bright. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Akumari. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Divine Empress Ari. Thank you, Sugar, for your donation as well. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Thanks, Liz, for coming by. And anybody else I might have forgotten, whose name slipped my mind. Khalid, thank you also for your time tonight. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Or later today, okay? Kalanika, sweet dreams. Talk to you soon. Good night.